Allah just takes us through these little financial trials just to test us. You know he owns all the wealth. He controls everything. It's like it's written, said, the cattle on 1,000 hills belongs to the Lord. All the gold, all the wealth, all the diamonds, all the food. He controls all of that. And he bestows it upon whomsoever he pleases. You say, why does a white man have so much right now? Well, a white man represents the devil. He's in death row. He's getting ready to die. And when a man is in death row, we let him have anything he desires because we're getting ready to kill him in a few days. He's already heard the news. Don't the man in death row, don't they come and tell him? Your appeal has been turned down. And you're going to be dying Wednesday. At 8 o'clock, we're going to put you in the electric chair. You understand? So since we get ready to put you in the electric chair, go order anything you want to eat. Do you understand? That's what the white man is going through right now. Allah let him live in mansions. Let him have all of them. Do anything he wants to do in these final hours that he has. That's mercy, isn't it? Allah is a just God. He knows the devil didn't make himself. And since he did not make himself, he can't help himself. But nevertheless, the condition he was made in, he can't stay on the earth beyond 6,000 years. Allah has to get rid of him because he promised him that. At the end of his world, he would be destroyed. And he don't go back against his word. I hope some of you sitting here don't end up going with him. Perhaps some of you will. We thank you for your kind charity. I want you, when you leave here, go home and pray. Go home and turn on the news and listen to the news. And the news that you hear is going to be getting worse and worse. Nothing but dreadful news is going to be coming forth. Keep up with what's going on. Don't have your mind on watching all the old. The devil wants you to be watching sport and play. If you notice, he'll come in and tell you the news in 5 minutes. Then he gives you 20 minutes of sport and play. Now here's a man hitting the ball and running, jumping, catching the ball. Another man jumping up through the hoop. Isn't that what he's showing you all? And music is playing. Then he turn from that, he's got some movie to show you. With all the women naked, having sex right on television. The men without no clothes on. Is that what he's showing you? Every other word, they're curse words. Think over this now. You better stop looking at all that foolishness and get your mind on something serious. When you turn your station and pretty soon you can't find nothing decent, well, it's time to turn it off. If you got cable, listen to 7. That's the news station, 25. You understand? And on 5 and 8, when they have the news, when the news comes on, tune into the news. Know what's going on in the world. You don't want to end up watching sport and play and hear the news is telling you that they just now, what's the name of that there, atomic place out there? Perry nuclear plant? Maybe the Perry nuclear plant has just now exploded. And everybody has to vacate. You understand? You didn't have the news on. You was watching this football game. And the news is telling you, you better get out of your house right away. But you in there singing and dancing and humming. Other of you walking down the street with goggles over you. You already can't hear. Now you done covered up your ears. Think about this now. And you walking down the street just dancing, working out. Here come a great big old Mack truck and somebody hollering, get out the way, brother. And you don't even get dancing. Next thing you know, there's a brother way up in there somewhere, getting his block knocked off because he didn't hear what's going on. You know what's the truth? They ride around in their cars with this boom boxes. The thing is so loud until you can't, the car's shaking. One day, one of them rode by the restaurant down there, and you know, a little plastic up in where the light, covering the light bulbs? The plastic fell out. The boom box going so loud, makes pictures fall off the wall. All that going into your ears all day long, bombarding your ears, it'll cause you to have a death problem. Pretty soon you won't be able to hear too well. Do you understand? The devil's got everything imaginable in these final hours, and he knows this is the end of his world. He's doing everything he can to take our people with him. Please listen to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teachings. Will you do that? Thank you. All praise is due to Allah. It will save your life and the lives of your families. We have a few announcements. Brother Daniel. See, it's early yet. Not even 5 o'clock yet.
Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, in the name of the last and greatest messenger, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I greet you once again. Assalamu alaikum. Those who ordered copies of last week's lecture and picked them up in the main lobby after the meeting. Also, anyone desiring to have a copy of the day's lecture, to place their orders for such after the meeting in the main lobby. The Muslim sisters invite all to dine with them this afternoon or just come in for light refreshments. For dinner, they have a choice of spicy chicken with mashed potatoes, green peas with carrots, and a wheat dinner roll, or fish pot pie with fried apples and a tossed salad. For sandwiches, they have Oriental chopped fish on wheat buns with lettuce, tomato, and cheese if you like. They have Asiatic bean soup with wheat bread, also homemade wheat muffins, a salad bar for good assortment of fresh produce for you to make a salad of your choice, also vegetable salads, a wide variety of home-baked cakes and pastries for you to select a dessert. Coffee, tea, and milk are complimentary. Ginger ale and root beer floats and mixed fruit drinks are also available for a small donation. Thank you for your patronage, and remember, all proceeds go to the Building Maintenance Fund, so please come in and help our efforts by purchasing some of our baked goods. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Brother Daniel, for the announcements. And I would also like to announce that we have our little Sisters in Islam coloring activity book. And I want to remind you that this little book which we have published, which we want you to put in every black home in Cleveland. You should be working very hard to try to sell these books or get a donation from these books, and they're very educational and very beneficial. If you could see these, especially the sisters with children, they have such beautiful little things for the children to draw. And it shows there that the children are praying. And then over here, so the father tells me about the messenger. And they can draw that, and he's got a little paper in his hand. And the paper says, the black man must rise. While father studies, we bring him coffee. And it shows two little girls there, you know, and the father's in there studying, and they don't want to disturb. They knock on the door politely, and they're rushing on him. Knock on the door, Father, we have some coffee for you. And it's just filled with great things like this for the children to color. Then we have activities part over here, and it has all kinds of little puzzles and activities for the children to work out. Activities and puzzles. And among these, now they're all very educational, even for the parents. When we look up, the parents will have this more than the children will have them. And it has, and one of them has a little maze in it, and it says, find your way to the temple. So it's filled with all kind of things that would be very beneficial to the parents as well as the children. So this book will be available in the lobby for a donation of $4.95. If you buy them in bulk, there's a discount on this. In fact, there's a sister has a bookstore out in California, and before we could even get the publication out on it in the Muhammad Speaks paper, she wrote to the paper in Detroit and asked them, what do you have for little children? And she told them, well, we had this advertisement coming out. And she sent a copy of the advertisement, which is not even out as yet. The sister just saw the advertisement and the picture of this little book, and she has already ordered 25 books from California. Isn't that something? For her bookstore there. And the book, it's going to go like wildfire when the people see it, because it's very educational. So be sure and everyone, see if you can't put these books in the hands of the people out there. You can go into the churches, in other words. You can go into the various, wherever the people are, and show them the book. If you want to, go, if you talk to one of the preachers or talk to somebody in one of the various stores and they're interested, well, here, I'll let you have one on consignment for a week. Take some orders, and I'll come back in a week. Someone that you can trust. So there's no reason why we shouldn't. We're trying to raise money to help us. In fact, I'm striving very hard. I want us to have, if it don't last for one day, I would like to have us one of them school complexes, you know, with the school and the temple, and like we used to have a university, you know. I once had that there under the direction of Elijah Muhammad. Did you know that I once had a school here going from the kindergarten to the 12th grade? I had 4 school buses, and big yellow school buses that you see out there, 4 school buses on the road.